welcome back. Previously we were discussing about dairy cooperatives of Denmark. Let us discuss the other types of cooperatives that was prevailing in Denmark. Cooperative Bacon and Egg Society. The meat of pig is known as bacon and egg relating to poultry items. And regarding the cooperative bacon and egg society, these two are adjacent societies that has been formed during a similar period of operations, and the Danish farmers, or otherwise known as the farmers of Denmark, have been equally successful in the organization of production of eggs as well as bacon on a cooperative basis. The production of bacon on cooperative lines started in 1887 at Hornsens, where such a factory was established. Even though at the beginning they had to face tough competition from private traders, later they were successful in eliminating all those competition. And regarding egg and bacon, egg and bacon factories are really subsidiary to the dairy industries. The fat separated milk from the creameries was used for feeding the pigs. Similarly, poultry can also be reared on the remnants of the large amount of cereals grown in the country and imported from abroad to feed the cattle. Thus, bacon and egg became subsidiary products. All these industries or movements are related. Dairy societies, bacon societies, egg societies, all these societies are interrelated because the raw materials of one will be the finished product of the other. Likewise. So, the cooperative bacon factory is run on similar lines as a cooperative dairy. The middle farm holders are generally the members. The liability of members is limited, as we have discussed earlier. The area of operation is large and the transportation charges are borne by the factory. So, farmers are relieved from such issues. The pigs are inspected by the veterinary surgeons and payment is made on the basis of quality and quantity of bacon. The blood and bones of the pigs are used for manure and manufacturing. So, in general, all these are interrelated and associated because raw materials of one will be the finished of the other, and the materials of one, both the societies are used interchangeably. And cooperative bacon factories have their own marketing organization. The Danish Bacon Cooperative Limited has a large number of delivery trucks and vans, so their transportation network was efficient. The profits are distributed among the members and the purchasers equally. 50% of profits are distributed among members in proportion to their business, and the other 50% to the regular purchasers from the factory for 40 weeks regularly. The factories also have their cold storage houses. The cold storage holders federated themselves into a national organization for safeguarding their common interests and for giving technical advice. So, in general, everything was working effectively and efficiently and supporting each other in all sorts of assistance. And regarding cooperative egg societies, it is also just like an adjacent society that works on similar lines that of a bacon society as well as a dairy cooperative society. It also has its materials connected with other societies also. The egg have been an important item of export trade The export of eggs was in the hands of private traders until the organization of the first cooperative egg export association was set up in 1895. The traders did not care about the quality of the eggs exported. So, the Egg Export Association introduced the system of grading and stamping of eggs in order to ensure the quality of the product. The payment to the farmers were made according to the quality of their eggs. If the product is having sufficient quality, the payment will be good. Otherwise, the payment will be low. When these measures were taken, Danish egg became very popular in the British market as well as markets around the world. And the sale of egg also increased considerably because of its superior quality. Thus, poultry farming became the popular in Denmark. So, from an agriculturalist point of view, the Denmark has become a successful in the cooperative movement with regard to dairy industry as well as bacon and ink industries. So, by the end of 1965, there were 7 egg export societies which were affiliated to Danish Cooperative Egg Export Association. The shipment of eggs from different export societies were arranged by their association. At the grassroots level, there were the Poultry Farming Society which acted as collecting centers. And those poultry farming associates collected the eggs from the local farmers and provided it to the Export Association Society. They will grade the eggs depending upon the quality and export it to other parts of the country. So, these societies also provide the best available variety of poultry and provided all kinds of advice and assistance for the maintenance of better breeds for the farmers. So, the only duty the farmers has to make is follow the assistance provided by the association or technical personnels and just maintain the quality of the product and deliver the products to the certain collection centers. So, the main features of the Danish cooperative movement or the cooperative movement in Denmark was voluntary movement. Unlike other movements, here the cooperative movement in Denmark was a voluntary association of persons and it was a voluntary movement and it has not received any sort of encouragement from the state or any sort of assistance from the rich class of the people. The members are of strong character, that is, loyal to the movement, hardworking, intelligent, sociable, educated, efficient, and truthful. Because the success of every movement depends upon all these qualities. If the members are good, the society will succeed. If the members are bad, the society will definitely close or lead to failure. Democratic movement. It led to effective quality control so that products have been standardized and export trade has flourished. One of the main reasons for the success of Danish cooperative movement was the superior standard and quality of the products produced by the dairies, eggs, bacon societies of Denmark. And it was maintained because of the democratic system of working in the cooperative movement in Denmark. Specialization and organization of federation. Specialization and organization of federation is another secret for the success of cooperative movement in Denmark. Unlike other movements that prevail in different parts of the Europe, the federation system and its specialization and its organization was one of the reasons for the success of the Danish cooperative movement. Because in another movements, they did not implement a federation system with regard to specialization and organization. Because Through specialization and organization, the society or the movement was able to maintain its quality and standard not only with regard to working of the societies but also on the quality of the products produced by the societies. And that quality ensured its export standards in the global economy. The cooperative movement in Denmark was guided by specialists and technocrats because the specialists provided all sorts of assistance to farmers with regard to cattle rearing as well as cattle breeding, and at the same time technocrats helps in introducing the most modern technology that was prevailing for the standardization of products produced by the cooperative movement in Denmark. When these two coordinated efficiently, the result was a huge success. Training and education. One of the principles with regard to cooperative movement is that training and education, and the cooperative training has been combined with agriculture as well as general education that helps in improving the standard of operations and working of general farmers. Because an educated farmer will work efficiently and effectively. The cooperative organization have adopted business principles in their true form. Unlike other movements, even though they have certain principles or they have adopted with the principle that was implemented in the cooperative movement, they were not implemented efficiently and effectively. But the cooperative movement in Denmark efficiently implemented the cooperative principles. At the same time, they gave emphasis and implemented effectively the business principles, because cooperative principles is needed for the operations of cooperative activities, but for the success a society need funds or profit. For any adequate profit, the society must implement business principles, and the Danish cooperative has implemented the business principles very effectively that led to the success of cooperative movement in Denmark. So these were the major factors or reasons that led to the success of cooperative movement in Denmark with regard to poultry, egg, bacon as well as dairy. We will discuss about the cooperative movements in other parts of the countries in the next session.